Fans of Outlander, be ready, for the issue now is not just whether this is the last farewell, but also whether something even more remarkable is about to happen. There is a lot of emotion and excitement in the air as Outlander Season 8 approaches. The epic love story of Jamie and Claire Fraser, which has withstood time, conflict, grief, and even fate itself, comes to a pivotal point. Will their story come to a bittersweet end, or might it usher in a brand new, surprising legacy? After all, nothing really ends in Outlander's timeless universe, where the past, present, and future are all interwoven. For nearly a decade, Outlander has been more than a television series. It's been a cultural phenomenon, weaving a tapestry of passion, survival, loyalty, and the metaphysical mysteries of time. Viewers have followed Jamie and Claire from the windswept highlands of Scotland to the heart of the American colonies, watching their bond grow stronger in the face of relentless adversity. Now, with Season 8 heralded as the final installment, fans are bracing themselves, grateful for the journey, but not quite ready to say goodbye. As the final season unfolds, questions hang heavy in the air. Is this the conclusion to a story generations in the making, or is it a prelude to something more, perhaps a continuation through new characters, or a spin-off born from the echoes of the Frasers' enduring legacy? We return to Fraser's Ridge, a place where lives have been built and destroyed, where time has been both a friend and a foe. The excitement of possibility is balanced by the weight of saying goodbye. One more test for Jamie and Claire's love, a flame that has endured centuries, the looming shadow of war, the pull of destiny, and the threats from both known and unknown enemies promise to test their limits like never before. But this season isn't just about farewells. It's about evolution. It's about honoring the past while daring to imagine a future. This duality is perfectly portrayed in Outlander Season 8, which is titled The End of an Era or A New Beginning. As the series examines legacy, not just of individuals but also of families, nations, and time itself, closure and reinvention go hand in hand. Against the backdrop of the American Revolution, Jamie and Claire must navigate shifting alliances, harrowing betrayals, and a future that continues to beckon even as the past refuses to release them. Not only is their journey physical, but it is also deeply emotional, spiritual, and symbolic. Fraser's Ridge transforms into a furnace as well as a residence. It's a place where old secrets emerge, relationships are tested, and where generations must reckon with the choices of those who came before. Brianna and Roger, ever torn between two centuries, find themselves at the heart of this conflict. As parents to Jimmy and Mandy, children who defy the known laws of time, they are confronted with an impossible question: where do they belong? In the uncertain but advanced future, or in the risky past that is also rich in history and heritage? The story broadens its scope without losing its heart. Beloved supporting characters Fergus, Marcelly, Ian, Rachel, Lord John Grey are given meaningful arcs that honor the journeys they've taken and the sacrifices they've made. In their own unique ways, they all contribute to the impression that this vast, lived-in world is full of unfinished business. And then there are the children, the next generation of time travelers, whose destinies could forever alter the course of history. Jimmy and Mandy Mackenzie aren't merely supporting players in their parents' story. They are, perhaps, the beginning of a new saga, born of time-crossed lovers, and touched by forces even Claire doesn't fully understand. The children represent a bridge between what was, what is, and what might be. Jimmy's instinctive bond with the Standing Stones, his uncanny perception of the unseen, hints at a deeper legacy, perhaps that of a future leader, a protector of a secret world only a few have been chosen to navigate. Mandy, gifted with foresight and a connection to both science and something more mystical, may hold the key to understanding how love and time can coexist in harmony. Their existence forces Brianna and Roger into heart-wrenching dilemmas. How do you protect children who straddle two worlds? How do you guide them when their path is unlike any you've walked? Is it right to raise them in a time of war, uncertainty, and rudimentary medicine, or is the risk of uprooting them from their ancestral ties even greater? Season 8 doesn't offer easy answers. Instead, it offers something better: possibility. It acknowledges that endings can be beautiful without being final, that love stories can conclude and yet live on. That time, while linear in theory, is anything but in the universe of Outlander. And perhaps that's the real magic of this story. It defies the ordinary rules. It invites viewers to not only witness history, but to feel it, to love across centuries, to grieve, to hope, and to believe. So as we step into the final chapter, we do so with hearts full of gratitude, of sorrow, of excitement for what's to come. Because while the last page of Outlander Season 8 may be turning, the story, like the love at its core, is far from over. The family they built in the 18th century stands as both a monument and a miracle. Against every force of history, time, and fate, Jamie and Claire Fraser forged a life together, one stitched from sacrifice, love, and unwavering hope. It's within this legacy that the next generation rises, and the children Jemmy and Mandy become the emotional fulcrum upon which the weight of impossible decisions now rests. The series finale offers glimpses into their destiny. Some questions are answered, hints of where Jemmy and Mandy might one day go, who they might become. But in true Outlander fashion, not everything is neatly tied with a bow. Instead, we're left with deliberate ambiguity, the kind that lingers like a half-remembered dream. A lingering shot of the standing stones cloaked in mist. A quiet, knowing glance exchanged between the siblings. A flicker of something ancient in Mandy's wide, curious eyes. All of it suggests that while Jamie and Claire's story may be reaching its earthly conclusion, the Fraser bloodline's journey through time, love, and legend is far from over. In these two remarkable children, the series plants the seeds of future tales yet untold. Their potential echoes with promise. Will they one day walk through the stones, as their mother did? Will they chase echoes from the past or build a new future altogether? Either way, Outlander ensures that its magic endures beyond this generation, beyond the final credits, beyond even our imagination. As the sun sinks slowly over Fraser's Ridge for the last time, Season 8 offers not just a farewell, but a benediction. A conclusion worthy of the epic that came before it. One that doesn't just close a chapter, it honors everyone that preceded it, while quietly whispering about the ones still to come. Jamie and Claire stand side by side on the porch of their log cabin, wrapped in the golden hush of twilight. His large hand rests atop hers, their fingers intertwined like the roots of the ancient oaks that surround them. Decades have weathered them, and it shows in the soft lines carved into their faces, in the gentle stoop of their shoulders, in the slow, contented rhythm of their breath, but it also shines in their eyes, in the strength of their bond, in the peace they found here. They watch in silence as their family gathers for supper inside. The home they built, once a fragile hope, now pulses with laughter and warmth. Brianna's auburn hair catches the firelight as she lays plates on the table, her movements practiced, maternal. Roger stands beside her, his quiet chuckles blending with the playful bickering of Jemmy and Mandy, who chase each other through the room with the wild energy of children, untouched by the burdens of fate. Outside, the first stars begin to pierce the deepening sky, scattered diamonds against a canvas of navy and indigo. Claire lifts her gaze upward, her mind drifting, and when her eyes meet Jamie's, there is no need for words. In that glance passes a lifetime, memories of stone circles and hospital corridors, of battlefields soaked in blood, of birth cries and lullabies. They have loved across centuries. They have bled, lost, healed, and loved again. And now, in the stillness, they simply are. Jamie's thumb brushes the silver ring on Claire's hand, worn smooth from years of wear, yet gleaming as brightly as the day he gave it to her in Paris. Outside, the wind rustles the leaves, carrying with it a haunting hum. It is soft, distant, almost imperceptible, yet somehow unmistakable. A sound that stirs something ancient. Jemmy pauses mid-laugh, his head tilting as if catching a call only he can hear. Mandy, ever attuned to her brother, reaches for his hand instinctively, her young face suddenly solemn, eyes wide with a knowing beyond her years. There is magic in their blood after all. Brianna and Roger freeze for just a moment. They've seen this before. felt it. They share a glance, one filled with awe, fear, and understanding. Whatever comes next, they know their children will face it together. Inside the cabin, the candles flicker, casting dancing shadows across the wooden walls. For a heartbeat, those shadows seem to shift, taking on the shapes of those who came before. Other Frasers, other lives, other stories yet to be lived. The camera lingers on this tableau, a family whole, a circle unbroken. Then, slowly, it pulls back through the window, over the ridge, up into the wide, star-filled heavens, where time holds no dominion and love reigns eternal. The embers in the hearth glow softly as the screen fades to black. But they do not die. They burn stubbornly, defiantly against the dark. A single blue light flickers between ancient stones, then vanishes like a whispered promise. The end. And yet, not quite. As we bid farewell to Jamie and Claire's extraordinary love story, we are reminded that some stories never truly end. They become part of us. They become legend. And somewhere just beyond the veil of time, the adventure continues. So, did that finale leave you breathless? Were you on Team Perfect Ending, savoring every bittersweet moment? Or are you firmly Team We Need a Spin-off now, already imagining Jemmy and Mandy's next adventure? Stick around, because here on Next Door, your go-to channel for everything Outlander, the journey is far from over. Whether you followed the Frasers from the misty highlands of Scotland to the bold new world across the sea, or you're just stepping into the magic of time travel, passion, and loyalty, you've found your clan. We're diving deep into every twist and turn of the Outlander universe, from thoughtful book theories and what-ifs to exciting spin-off speculation and the storylines we hope to see next. Plus, we're uncovering behind-the-scenes secrets, sharing cast updates, and spotlighting fan-favorite moments that deserve to be relived again and again. Next Door isn't just a channel, it's a gathering place for every lass and lad whose heart beats for the world of Outlander. So, if this series has ever made you laugh, cry, or sit on the edge of your seat, you're one of us now. For more fun and fascinating updates, subscribe to our channel Next Door, and don't forget to ring that bell so you never miss a moment of the adventure. We want to hear from you, truly. What moment broke your heart wide open? Which scene left you breathless or in tears? What storyline has etched itself into your soul? And where should the saga go next? Should Jemmy and Mandy inherit the legacy of the Stones and forge a new path through time? Dinah, Fash, lasses, and lads, the Fraser spirit is alive. It lives on through every fan theory, every emotional rewatch, and every shared memory. And here, at Next Door, we'll carry it forward together, always.